Hey guys, we're going to be talking about our Chapter 3 final project coming up. Alright, so to conclude our unit on Chapter 3, the American Revolution, we're going to be doing a project. This is going to be in place of a test, so you won't have to study for a big test at the end. We'll just do this project. It is worth a test grade though, so you want to make sure that you do your best on it. All right, so before I go over the different projects that you guys can do, let's just keep in mind some of the goals and objectives of this whole unit. So I want you guys to have a clear understanding of the social and political aspects of the American Revolution. It's important that you're able to identify important people and events from this time period. You should know, you should be able to examine the different factors which led to the revolution and identify the lasting effects of the revolution. So I want you to be able to take all the material, all the notes, and all the homework assignments that you've done from Chapter 3 and use that towards your project that I'm going to have you complete. All right, so the first assignment that you can choose to do is a timeline. This is where I want you to depict key events from the American Revolution. 15 events in total. Feel free to do more, but I want you to at least have 15. Each event on your timeline should include a small summary. Think about it like a tiny paragraph, just a couple sentences, and then a final sentence which explains the significance of the event. I also want to let you know that you can choose to do a virtual timeline, or if you want to do a handwritten one, that's completely up to you. Either way is fine. For the next project, you can choose to do a debate. So you're going to be working with a partner and pretending that you're living in one of the original 13 colonies prior to the start of the American Revolution. One person is going to be a rebel, so they're going to be pro-revolution, while the other person is going to be a British loyalist, so that means that they do not want to rebel against Britain. You can go back in the textbook, look at your notes, and come up with the pros and cons for either side, because at the time, people were very divided on whether they wanted to support the revolution or not, so you're going to put yourself in their shoes. You can either record the debate with your partner at home and then present it the day that the project's due, or you can do the entire debate live for us in the front of the classroom. Both of them should be between 6 to 8 minutes, though. So the next project that you can do is going to be our propaganda project. So if you're feeling creative and you want to showcase some of your artistic abilities, this might be the one for you. You're going to create 2 different posters. One of them is going to be British propaganda against the revolution, and one of them is going to be rebel propaganda for the revolution. Think of the propaganda that we've used for other wars. So think of like different Uncle Sam posters that's like more recent wars, but you're going to tie in pictures, you're going to tie in different words, maybe have a clear message, and you're going to make it support either side. So each poster needs a 1.5-page response, which analyzes why you chose to include and incorporate different pieces into your propaganda. And you're also going to talk a little bit about the viewpoints of either side for and against the war. Finally, if you wanted to do an essay, you didn't like the other projects, I have 2 essay questions up for you. Feel free to come see me if you want to do one of those, and I can help you go back into the textbook and find information that would support your thesis or whatever you choose to write about. You can also look through your notes. We took good notes in class, so you can definitely use those to build an argument. Each of the essays requires a 3-page response, double-spaced, Times New Roman, and I want you to use the textbook as the primary source. Any other sources that you find online, you just need to approve by me first, so don't wait till the last minute if you wanted to use outside sources. And you should try to get around 3 or 4 direct quotes. Make sure you cite them properly, and that will be it for the essays. All right, so today as you all know, is March 21st, which means tomorrow on March 22nd, you, and if you have a group, will choose what project you are going to complete and get it approved by me first. So when you come to class tomorrow, I'll give you the whole class to work on whatever project you decide to do, and I'm going to go around to each group and ask you what project you're going to complete. Just a timeline to keep in mind while working on this. On the 29th, you'll have your 1 week check-in with me. This will count as a homework assignment. You don't have to freak out about it or have the whole project done, but I just need to see that you didn't waste tomorrow's class time doing nothing. I need to see that you have some progress on it. So all you need to do is show me what you and your group have been working on, and I'll give you a completion grade for a homework assignment. The final project is due March 31st. So everyone bring their projects that day. If you're presenting your debate or you're doing it in front of the class, you're going to need to do it then. And if anyone did any nice posters for the propaganda one, or they made a really cool timeline, or they want to talk about what they wrote in their essay, you can also share if you want to. But unless you're debating, you have the option to if you want. I just wanted to clarify that of all the projects listed, the only group project is a debate, and that's just working with one partner. All the other ones you're doing on your own. That being said, let's look at some of the resources that we have for this. I recommend that if you're doing an online timeline, you use the officetimeline.com website. You can honestly use whatever online website that you want, but I could only help you if you use the website that I'm giving you right now because I know how that works. So if you choose to use another website, you're on your own with figuring out any technology issues that might happen. If you wanted to hand make a timeline, I do have poster paper in the back, and I do have some nice Sharpies and markers that you can use. Feel free to use your own supplies that you bring from home though. And then if students are recording debates, I also, again, I'm going to recommend using iMovie to piece the whole thing together. You don't have to use it. You can use any different any platform to create your video that you want, but I am familiar with iMovie and I could help you with it. So if you choose to do something else, I might not know how to help you for technology issues. So I'm recommending that. Feel free to do as you wish. Feel free to ask me any questions at any time during this project. You can ask me in class or you can email me. Tomorrow, we have the whole class to work on this, so that would be a perfect time if you needed to ask a question to get that out of the way in the beginning. But I'll be here for you if you need anything. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.